I thought I'd answer some questions. The kids are over there in the living room playing, so you'll probably hear them laughing. Wake for Me asked, why not move to Maine? We do actually want to move up there. We just have family down here. Pete's got a daughter, so we've got a few things that we gotta, it might be a few years before we do, but we do eventually want to. And also if we do, maybe get a piece of property, that way we can put Norna on it as well. Because in Maine you have to haul out every year, and in Florida anyway. I mean, we haul out usually every year in Florida. So yeah, that's definitely an idea that we are thinking about. Mazda RX-7 asked, wouldn't it have been cheaper to haul it out and store it near your boat shop, tarp it in, live in, and work on it at the same time? The thing about Florida is, in order to get a building, it's very expensive. It's about the same amount as a whole year's worth up in Maine. Another thing is, to haul out Norna during the time that we needed to haul out would have been, it would have taken a long time to do the roof of Norna, and it's not good for a wood boat to stay hauled out for a long amount of time. So what we did was, the reason why we brought Norna up to Maine is it's better for the boat being a wood boat. It's cheaper to get a total roof over our heads, because we're going to need a roof over our heads if we're redoing our roof on Norna. We could live under a tarp, we could have hauled it out in Florida, but we wouldn't have had the adventure of going up to Maine and seeing Maine. Solent Scream asked, when do you intend to return to carry on with the maintenance and repairs? We're thinking in May. Nico Frank, he brought up a good point. He said, boats are maintenance debt traps. He talks a few boats, and one that's a large amount of money, $50,000 a year in maintenance alone. The difference between, I would say, whatever this boat is and ours is we do all the work. If you own a boat just like a house, if you are going to do all the work yourself, you save a vast amount of money versus hiring out people. Michael Kerr asked, is that your oceanfront house? It's not ours, we're actually house sitting. Bill Baxter asked, Courtney, do you have another boat you can play on down there? Stephen Thomas asked, why couldn't you fix up a room at the shop? We decided not to live at our shop. It's a very industrial area. You know, we'll spray all grip, we'll grind fiberglass. It's not really somewhere we'd want to live. Nico Frank asked, I like the little insect that delves the hole. What is it? In one of my videos, it's video day 201. At the beginning of it, there's this in the dirt, there's a little hole that's kind of like a cave that goes down into a hole. Those are called mudwomps. What are those little insects called that eat the ants? There's a little claw that comes out and it gets it.
Ant lions.
Ant lions. Yeah.
Some call them doodlebugs.
Doodlebugs. Ant lions are doodlebugs, but I think they're called ant lions, like the real name. Henry Ostman asked, do you guys ever do celestial navigation?
No. We like to practice it, but we never used it in a practical sense because we had GPS and we just use GPS, but we love the idea of celestial navigation and study taking sun sights and kind of know all about it, but I've never used it and proved it that I can actually do it, but I think it's a very important thing to have a good grasp of in case you do lose your GPS. And it's also a very interesting subject and one that I'm very interested in and would like to learn, would like to practice it more.
Guess who's back filming again? I remember, I know the name now. It's Bubba's Happy Place is the name of the show, the TV show. So they're right out there, and they're gonna be filming. Layla. I feel like I shouldn't have my shoes on. Nah. So what they're filming right now is he's walking his funny walk, and then he sees the girls and he waves to them, and then he walks on. Is pretty much what this scene is. they're doing another funny scene after he does a run.
Yeah.
All right, exit.
Hey, he's here. Where's Larry? Fine. You can't change your mind. You didn't want anything to do with him.
Yes, I can change my mind. I can change my mind whenever I want to.
You don't have to, but I have to. Because you like had that thought and that like emotion. You don't have to yell. But I just remember that one time, man, I saw Jared Leto, man, I fucking ran over there like a boss. And then I ran up to him and was like, hey, and he was like, hey, and I'm like, hi. Like an idiot.
Okay, that's awesome. Right, can you got down more, down. All right, go.
Audio. Okay, rolling camera.
Set.
And exit. Yeah, you think this is easy.